okay. I definitely feel like even just in life, you need like mentors or like people to go to, like older people who have kind of already been through it,
Hmm.
right? Even like aside from breaking. And both my parents have always been like that. Like I can go to each one for different, like very different things, but I can go to each of them for
Right.
like if I have questions. Like my relationship with both my parents is like really good still. Like like it's COVID, I'm in lockdown, but they live like 5 blocks that way, you know?
Yeah.
Um, but so I've always like appreciated a good mentor or someone to talk to, someone to look up to and talk to.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean so that was 2016. That was so me and Jordan got all that money. We wrote these 2 grants. Ben helped us out, and my mom helped us out get this money from the government to
Hmm.
get like we got $25,000 to basically go anywhere and
Each
train with whoever. No, 25,000
total.
together.
Okay.
Yeah,
Still.
and then we were like, and then we didn't think we were gonna get the money. We just like put it in, and it was like off the whim. We both wrote these grants, and then we got it. And we're like, oh shit, okay. So we didn't put anyone's name in. We are like, we're gonna find someone and go train with them.
Oh, okay.
And then at that point, it was still like we're gonna go train. Like we're gonna just go break all the time. Let's find someone and let's break. But then we were like, once we got the money, we were like, okay, who should we hit up? Who should we like go and kick it with for a couple months?
Hmm.
And the first person that came to mind was why not?
Hmm.
Because we had like linked up a couple times, and he's just a smart dude. He
Hmm.
seems like someone who's like on top of their shit. So we're like, okay, let's reach out to him, see if he's down. We hit him up. Boom, boom, boom. We got all this money. Can we come kick it for a couple months? He's like, word. I'm doing at the time he was doing his master's at the ASU in Arizona. So he was like, yeah, come down. You can kick it at my place, whatever. So yeah, whatever. Fast forward 2 3 months, me and Jordan are like going down to Phoenix, and we just for the first like probably week or two, we just crashed in his house. We just like took up his whole living room, and that was probably longer. No, we probably like we went down like because we got the money from the government.
Hmm.
So and in the grant, we like some of the money we got was to go towards housing or like Airbnbs and stuff.
Yeah.
But why not was just like, dude, just stay at my place, save the money. So we ended up just kicking it like at his place for
Cool.
like a month and a half until we got kicked out. We got kicked out by the school or whatever because he wasn't supposed to have more people in his apartment. It was him and him and Shadow. So Shadow from Rocksteady also. Him and Shadow had this place, and they were both going to. No. Shadow had already graduated, but he was working out of Tempe, which is like an hour south of Phoenix. And Wynot was doing his last year in his master's.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so anyways, we just like took over his living room basically, and we all four of us kicked it for however long, and then yeah, so during that time, he was like getting ready. Wynot was getting ready to do his thesis,
Hmm.
and his thesis for his master's program was about basically the connections within hip hop.
Hmm.
So we went down. Okay, so here we go. So we got the money. We're reaching out to someone to go break all the time and train and get really fucking good or whatever. And then we hit up Why Not? But he's on this other wave where he's like in a he's just in like this mindset where he's like documenting connections in hip hop. And he was
Connecting
like
it
his
other things,
thesis
right?
connecting like describing what it is. And this more specifically, it was like what we got from it was the the through line between all 4 elements.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So it's like what connects each one, and it was his whole thing is like rhythm connects all of them, connects like breaking and emceeing and writing. So his whole thesis was like around that, and it ended up being at this art gallery, which we ended up like we ended up that it was like perfect timing because at the end of our time that we were there, it was like presentation for his thesis. We rented out this gallery and we did this whole thing. He had all his pieces up, and then me and Jay braked. We like made this big piece or whatever. But it was like this. It was this whole thing that just kind of perfectly came together. Where we thought it was gonna be, we're just gonna go train and get really good. Into like we learned how to write. Like Jay was already writing a bunch, but he taught us. Like we each had a black book, and we had to do a piece a day. And we
Oh,
were also breaking every day.
yeah.
We were all like we were also we'd be breaking in the halls at ASU. We'd be breaking, and then we'd also be doing a piece a day, and he'd be like schooling us on like whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was just this crazy time where we were just like getting all this information. I see it, how I see it in my head, like looking back on it. It was 5 months, but it was like the information I got from that, and like just the way, just like being around that dude for like 4 or 5 months was like going to school for 4 years, for going
Yeah,
to art school for 4 years or some shit, you know?
yeah. Well,
It was like a
I
fast
totally
track.
see that as like that's like the main benefit of getting a good mentor, is someone like that, right? Because if they're good, they can like distill their years and years and years of experience into you, and like you said, fast track you to getting further ahead than you would have if you didn't have them. Like people are always looking for shortcuts and stuff, right? That's the shortcut, is getting a good mentor.
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black lives matter. Yo.